How's it going, everyone? So I've just finished unloading the car from the video game market in Doncaster. I'm out of breath. I'm unfit. I need to do some exercise. But yeah, I was standing, selling my goods, my extras, just stuff I wasn't collecting anymore, I suppose. I was standing next to 2T and Richkin Retro. Yeah, it was okay, to be fair. I got some bits and bobs, as always, because I can't help myself. I try not to spend, and then, nah. Yeah. So sold some stuff. Not as good as the last one, to be fair. Not sure why. I don't know if they're doing them too close together now, especially because there's the one in Leeds, the Super Retro Games Fair. There's just too many. I feel one a year would be more than enough, but I suppose they just like to pump them out, make as much money as possible. But there definitely wasn't as many people there as in February. I think it was February. You could just tell the aisles weren't as crowded. It was just in February there was just so many people packed in there. I know a lot of people were saying they needed a bigger venue in February. Clearly they don't. This one they didn't anyway, because there was just, I thought there was plenty of room to move, like, freely. I mean, the stores were quite crowded, but there was still room to move in and out of them. So yeah, it's such a draining day standing there. I enjoy it, but yeah, it takes it out of you, because I was going to do this video when I got back, and I was just fucked. I emptied like one box out of the car, and I was just like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. So yeah, met some tubers there. I wrote a list of other people because I'm terrible with names. So there was Retro Heads, or should I say Chris from Retro Heads, because I think he said Gav was on holiday. So yeah, always nice to chat to him. Who else was there? Obviously there was two UK and Richkin Retro. On a retro tip, awesome guy, yeah. I tend to not recognise people, to be fair, because I'm so like keep an eye on the stall. So yeah, but nice to speak to you, mate. Super Retro Collect was there. I know he spoke to Stuart. I spotted him and I was just like, I'm going to nip to the toilet, and then when I came back I didn't see him again, so I'm sorry I didn't speak to you, to be fair. Yeah, nature was calling, so I had to go. Craig's here again, Mr. Money, as I like to call him. He likes to splash the cash. Who else was there? Oh right, yeah, so I sold a game to, let's see, I forgot his fucking name already. Daz, Co-Jones, and he was with Cybersnake 7, and obviously I think he bought a Super Nintendo game off me. Daz did, and I said to Jay, oh, like your channel, and then Daz was like, what about mine? I was just like, oh shit, I don't know who you are. So that was sort of embarrassing. So yeah, always nice to chat to fellow tubers. Also chat from the car boot. Always speak to Matt, I think it is, on Saturday. Nice to see you there as well. I think that's his name. I hope that's his name. Yeah, so anyway, so I set my stall up. I had to get up at friggin', what time did I get up? 4 o'clock in the morning. And I've got a kid now, so we had to take him as well. Less stuff to fit in the car. I couldn't fit as much stuff in the car. I had to take my mum's car, so I could get all the stuff in the car, and the baby seat. But yeah, getting up at 4, fucking killer. And we had to stop on the way down there for McDonald's, and a diaper change. But to be fair, he was really well behaved. I thought he'd be crying all day, but he wasn't. He actually slept most of the day. So that was pretty handy. Because you've got to keep an eye on the stall. Because I know some people say I've had stuff go missing when standing there. Which, yeah, stealing's bad. But I'll buy from there anyway. Oh yeah, here we go. So when I get there, set up, it takes me ages to set up because it's got to be perfect. And I only had one table this year. Should have gone for two, but I had one. I'll probably have more stuff than in February. So I tried to cram it all on one table. I noticed the chaps on the... I did ask for an end slot because I like to put stuff around the edge. But I got like a middle table, so I was like squashed in. Which is weird because I know the chap next to me, Man Cave Retro, is it? Also said he wanted an end slot. And he didn't get one either. But I noticed a lot of the people on the ends weren't even using the end bit, so it's not like they couldn't have done that. Like I say, I don't think it's as well organised as it was, and now it's obviously it's been bought out by oh my god, who's the people with the wooden bookshelves? I should know who they're called, but I can't think what they're called. Yeah, it's been bought out by them, innit? So it's not as, how do I put it? Because they bought Retro Collect, didn't they? Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. So anyway, what did I buy? So the first few bits I bought, not much. I tend to go for the more fellow collectors stalls, because obviously the big stalls there, the prices are just so overinflated for what they should be. So anyway, there's a chap opposite selling some of his collection off. Great prices. He had a lot of stuff I looked at, and I was like, I probably should buy that. Most of it sold. There's a couple of bits that didn't sell, which I was quite surprised. But anyway, first thing in the morning, spotted this, needed it, and I thought £2, bargain. So Sega, hang on for the Master System. Boxed as well with manual for £2. I thought it'd be £2 postage on eBay for that. That should be more than that, because I don't think it'd fit through as a standard parcel, would it? Have to go as a small parcel. So like £2.90 to post that. Unless I put it in brown paper, it might fit through. But yeah, £2 bargain. So I picked up that, and there was a chap behind me as well. He had a lot of Japanese stuff. There's lots of stores there with Japanese stuff now. I know there was a lady there, Japanese Gaming for Life, I think she was called. I know she's had twins, so she's not been there for the past couple of events. But I know she was quite one of the main dealers in Japanese stuff. But now she's not there, so maybe in the future she'll come back. But now there's a lot of stalls selling Japanese stuff. And in one of my upcoming videos, you'll see that I decided to try and collect all the Dreamcast US exclusives. I thought it'd be pretty easy, because I didn't think there'd be many, but there is quite a lot, and there's some expensive ones in there. So I bought some on Facebook, quite 7 or 8 of them. And the chap was obviously the same chap who bought them Dreamcast games off from the last video, the pricier titles. And I guess he was also going for the US exclusives as well. So I think I bought 7 off him. I'd have bought all of them, but obviously I wasn't the first one to post. But anyway, he had this one, and I think he sold it. So to be fair, he probably wanted more than this for anyway. But anyway, it's Sega Marine Fishing, and it was £3, and it's complete. Well, obviously it's complete, because if it didn't have the front cover, which is the manual. But yeah, £3. That's a bargain, to be fair. Didn't see any other exclusive. The Type in the Dead, I saw that one. I think that was £25 though, and I've already got it. So yeah. Happy with that. And I didn't really buy anything till the end after that. What did I buy? I'm sure I bought more than that. Oh yeah, stuff in that bag. So it was getting towards the end. It was sort of winding down. And obviously you start eyeing stuff up, thinking how much can I knock him down on that? Because obviously some stores were just like they'll just want to get rid of the stuff. And to be fair, I didn't make as much money as I did in February. Like I said, there just wasn't as many people there. Whether it was my stuff, I don't know. Yeah, there's always bargains to be had at the last minute. So anyway, I could see from where my store was, chap had some Wii U stuff. So I potted around there, and he had got two things off him. They were 25 quid each. So I said, "What's your best on them?" And he goes, 22 each. And I was just like, 20 would sound better. And he was like, "Yeah, go on then." So for 20 quid each, I got me the Mario Party 10 and Amiibo bundle. So for 20 quid, that's a bargain, that is. And it's all complete. I believe it's complete. The box seems, I don't know why they made the boxes like extra big. There's nothing actually in there. Maybe there's supposed to be something in there. But yeah. So that was, for 20 quid, that's a bargain. I know the game's not worth a lot, to be fair. I think it's like a £15 game. But yeah, it's quite nice to have. So I'll probably sell my copy, wherever it is, somewhere in there, and keep that one. And then another one got is this Wii Party U with a black Wiimote. Again, I think he said he's hardly used it. I had a quick check at it, look at it. And this comes with a stand as well, I've noticed. There's like a little stand in there. I believe that's what fell out when I was looking at it. Yeah, I assume that's what it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's on the back there. Just here. Comes with a stand. That's pretty cool. And the black Wiimote, which I've just noticed doesn't have the rubber thing around it, but I think I've got one of them anyway. So I think it's supposed to come with that. Got a picture of it there in the rubber thing, so I can always find that later. Not sure how that works, to be fair, that stand. Well, at least it's included. So yeah, 20 quid for that. And to be fair, the Wiimote's about 15 quid in CX. It might even be more than that for the Motion Plus ones. So that's pretty cool for that. And after that, I was just like, spend as much money as I possibly can. I know chap had a Mega Man X3 for Saturn. He wanted 150 for it. I was debating it. The condition was a bit shit though, to be fair. The disc was fine. It's just the manual was sort of really worn. It'd obviously been flicked through a few times, and there was like a rip in the bottom corner. And I thought, you know what, CX sell it for 100 boxed. So unless he's going to sell me for 100, which he wouldn't, because like I say, I wanted 150 for it. I'm sure he did. So I was like, nah, pass on that. A couple more Dreamcast games, and these are PAL ones. To be fair, I could have got these from CX in hindsight, because they always have these ones in stock, because they're nothing special. But I was there, and I just thought, you know what, I'll see what he wants from. Oh, there's a receipt in this one. So the first one is Virtual Tennis. Cheapest chips this one is. I think it is £3 in CX. 3 quid I paid for it. Let's look at this receipt. I'm interested. Why do people put the discs in the back? The disc doesn't go in the back. The manual goes in the back. Okay, there we go. And the manual. And the receipt on how much they paid for it. $12.99 they paid for it, I believe, according to this. And they use their reward points. I'm surprised actually it doesn't have a big fucking game sticker there, or like P written on it. You'd have thought it would. That was sort of that era, wasn't it? When they used to put fucking P for pre-owned all over the fucking things. Or was that Game Station? I don't know. And the other one is Dead Alive 2. I went 7 for this one. I believe it's £6 in CX. But to be fair, it is mint, so you could argue. I'm not sure what mint one is in CX. It could be £8, so £6, bag one. And the last thing I bought, which is a bit of a trade. So the chap opposite who bought the Master System game off, he had Shining Forces and this, and I think Shining Forces was a 50, which is a good price because it goes for about 60 on eBay, and I reckon I could have knocked him down to 45. But the spine just looked a bit faded, so I was just like, So when I saw this other game, and I was just like, It was £25, and I was just like, I reckon I can get him down to 20 on it. And he wasn't having any of it. It was like, if you buy Shining Forces for 45, I'll give you this for 20. And I was like, no, I don't want Shining Forces. Anyway, he came over late and he was like, oh, I'll trade you for it. And I was like, fair enough, what are you interested in? So I think he bought, I had a box Jurassic Park for SNES, and is it Ultraman for SNES as well? And that came to £28, and this was £25. So he gave me that. I gave him them and he gave me this and £3 for them. So it was an even trade. Anyway, the game is Night Trap on the Mega CD. The case is broke. Just need to replace that. I think I checked the discs. There was a few scratches on them here and there, but it wasn't too bad. And then, yeah, Night Trap. This is on eBay at the moment. This is ridiculously expensive, and I assume it's because they've limited run games. They've done a physical version of it, like remastered, whatever, HD remastered of it. I'm sure it's just as bad as it was back in the day. It's got like a cult following, I believe, because it's like was in the news and shit, I believe, when it was out. I just peeled that off and it looks like he swapped the price on it. He had 30 on it. But I was selling for about 40 on eBay when I checked, but again, it's probably just because it's been hyped up. So yeah, so that's all I bought. I say that's all I bought. Quite a lot. Quite a lot of money. So it's not. What's that, 20? Yeah, because that didn't cost me anything. So, yeah. Right. Got some car boot stuff. Because I've been to the car boot this morning as well. Because I couldn't help myself. Saw Stuart there. I told him he didn't need to go. I said, you know, you stay at home and I'll get all the bargains. He wasn't having any of it. So, all this is going to CX, apart from like 2 free games, which is I'll probably take to the next fair if I do it, which I suppose is in December, which is ridiculous if it is. Hopefully not, because 3 a year is just ridiculous, plus the ones in Leeds. They're just too close together. It's like Doncaster, Leeds is about an hour apart, so there needs to be some further down south. I know there's one in London actually, isn't there? But anyway, so the first car boot I went to, I missed that. Some woman had some PS2 games, and I was just pissing around looking at them. And she's like, I've got some DS games as well. So looking at them, nothing in there. While I was doing that, some bloke got a Spectrum Plus, which is a bit of a piss take, because I am looking for one. It wasn't boxed or anything, so I suppose there is that. But anyway, chap had this, and I was just like, there might be some trading value in it. And it's the Tim Burton's Collection Blu-ray with this fancy book and all these discs. I think it's £3. Sure, it's £3. Yes, it was £3. I take that to CX, they give me £12 for it. I was going to keep it, but I was like, I'm not massive fans from these films. The Batman and Batman Returns, I do like them. Beetlejuice is awesome. Mars Attacks is good. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, never seen it. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, not as good as the original. Sweeney Todd, not a fan of that all. Not a fan of, like, what do you call it? A musical, I suppose. And Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, which is like a poor man's Nightmare Before Christmas. So yeah, I think they give me £12 for that. So boom. That's all I got from that car boot. Then off to the main car boot, the main event, the main course. Right, what did I get first? Ah, they're all mixed up. A lot of games at this car boot. There was a shit ton of games at the car boot. Like nearly every other store had games. Obviously nothing great. Hence I would have bought it. So right, the first thing I saw was some Xbox games. Again, trading all these in. She wanted £2 each. So I picked up 3. I said, do a £5 off. She's like, yeah. So Skate 3 dropped a bit in value, to be fair, because I think everyone's got it now. I think they give you £6 for it. And they do give you £6 for it, because I checked them before I did this video. Forza Horizon 2, which for some reason they'll give you £13 for. Not sure why it's £13 trading, but yeah. And one I'm probably going to keep, because there actually is no value in this, really, is Watch Dogs. But the way I saw it is £2 for them each, and get that one for £1. So I'll get my £1 back, and it'll be fine. So that's them. The next thing I bought was, for £1, bargain, awesome game, Portals 2. A funny story is, Stuart was looking at some games, 2 UK, so he picks out the ones he wants. And there's one left in there, which I was like, if you don't pick that up, I'm going to get it. And it was Portals 2 for the Xbox. So he turns to me and goes, oh, any you're interested in? And as my hand goes in, he's like, oh, Portals 2. And I was just like, What else did I get from the car boot? Oh yeah, so chap had two Wii's. There's a couple of games out, 2 balance boards as well. He had 2 remotes with each, so maybe I should ask him how much he wanted for them. But there was a chap standing there, like looking at them, and they pulled out some more games. And I could see in the middle of them there was Mario Party 9. I was just like, I'm getting that fucker. So he only put it down, and I tried to pick it up, and the other bloke held it as well, and I fucking yanked it out, and I was like, get off it, fucking penis, it's mine. And then obviously there was no disc in it. I was like, fuck, I bet it's in the Wii. And the bloke goes, yeah, it probably is. But I noticed later that bloke bought both the Wii's, so I'm not sure what he paid for it. But anyway, you probably noticed me waving that round now, because I keep going like that. But anyway, I bought that off him for £1. CX will give you £10 for it. I think they've mixed up the, because the normal one's £8, the cardboard sleeve one is £10, or something like that. Yeah, £10. Boom. Right, now chap had a load of games. He had PSP, PS2, and original Xbox. I think they'd already been picked through, because I noticed some bloke says, oh, I've already looked through them. I thought, well, I'll have a look anyway. And I pulled out this one. Never actually played one of this series, but I thought, I might give it a go. And it's Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Don't think there's any value in it, but for £1, I was just like, yeah, I'll grab that. Might give it a go, don't know. Another one, no value in this, but I have been looking for it for a while, and it's always in shit condition. I think CX set it for £1, and I think every time I go in, it's the fucking platinum version in there. So I was like, I'm not having a platinum game. No, thank you. And I've seen it in Cash Generator as well for 99p, and it's just the fucking case is destroyed. So anyway, yeah, Heavenly Sword, and yeah. Team Theory, they make some awesome games. I think they made, I can't see it, Enslave for the PS3 and Xbox 360. That's a brilliant game. And I think they also made DMC, Devil May Cry, which everyone hated because they're like, oh, they made Dante emo, but you know, I thought, again, brilliant. They sort of stick to what they know, though. I've noticed that sort of hack and slash fighter games, really. They don't really stray off that formula. And again, I think this is like a hack and slash sort of game. So, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's really nice condition. So for £1, I thought I'd grab that. Right, last few bits. Another thing for CX. This was hidden under like, I just saw the edge of it. I thought there's not much value in it, but it's and I'll probably pronounce this wrong. I think it's called Terraria. Is it Terraria? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. That was £1. I think that's £4. I get a CX. And then the next thing I got was this, which I'm actually pretty happy with. The bloke looked like a bit of a house clearance sort of dude. I'd already walked past him a few times. I thought he's not going to have any games. And then I walked around again. I saw this, and he had it sort of on the floor. I was like, ooh. So I picked it up, and he was like, hey, you can have that for £2. And I was like, I'll have that for £2. And it's Crisis Zone plus the gun. The box is a bit tatty. It's a rip there. I think it's been wet, and it's sort of, it goes a bit puffy like the cardboard. But the insides is all fine. Got the game. Unfortunately, the manual is missing. And if you look, you probably can't see that, but it's been creased, like bang along the middle of the spine and along there. So it was obviously trapped in the wrong way, and someone's closed it. Can't really tell that much. But I was like, I can always buy just the standard version and put it in there, but I can't because it says not to be sold separately, and it's actually on the thing. I might be found on eBay, but and obviously the gun. So I thought, you know what, £2. It's a bargain. It's a bargain price. And the last thing I saw was and you're probably gonna laugh at me for this, but there is actually value in it. I saw it and I thought, you know what? I had an inkling. I just thought, not loads of value, but like CX will give you something for it. And it's FIFA 15 for the Wii. And I saw it and I thought, you know what? Because I knew FIFA 14 for the PS2 was worth something because it's the last one. So I was just like, and I'm sure FIFA 15 was the last one on the Wii, and it was. Not that Evolved it's complete, because it's a shitty sports game. They gave you £6 for it. I was just like, I'll get that for £1. So £1. So yeah, I was well surprised about that. So always keep a lookout for FIFA 15 on the Wii or the 3DS. 3DS version is a tenner they'll give you for that. And I keep mentioning CX, but yeah, most of this is going to CX. And that is the last thing I got from the car boot. So it wasn't the best day. I think the best thing I got was Highlight Forza Horizon for £13 and the Time Crisis gun for £2. But I think all that traded in is £59, so I get some more Dreamcast games if there's any left in stock, which I've not already got. My ass is killing this beanbag. Okay, right, there's one more thing I was going to show you. So, been after this game for a while, and it's for some reason it's gone up ridiculously high on thingy, and it's I'll just show you. It's Persona Q, the Wildcard edition, the Wildcard Premium Edition for the 3DS. I have opened it. It's got like a case in there, a soundtrack with 4 songs on, so not really a soundtrack, because I assume a soundtrack would be like all the songs in the game. That really annoys me when they do that. So it's a mini soundtrack, I suppose, and the game. But I noticed recently the game alone has been going for £40 to £45 on eBay. Not sure why. I think CX sell it for 40. I noticed one of these collector's editions went for £120 opened, and I was just like, what? And I was like, oh, they must be sold out everywhere. But no, I was on the what company is it? NIS America, is it? Nichon Ichi Software, I think that's how they pronounce it. And they had this on the European store still for $69.99. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. And I was a bit like, because you don't know how well they're going to package these things, because they always use like really thin cardboard. I thought if it turns up in a fucking jiffy bag or something, but it doesn't. It turned up and it was really well packed. But there was a problem with it. There was a printing error on the box, so you probably can't see on the thing because it's still in the cellophane. But these squares here and the title, they're sort of embossed with like a shininess, and it was offset from the rest, so it'd have like, you see that, but then like, and centimetre higher was actually the shininess of it. So I was like, for fuck's sake. So I sent it back and got another one sent out, and this one's fine. So, and I always hate that when they're like, oh, just return it. I'm just like, fucking, is it gonna turn up though? Like, and are you paying for the postage? Because I'm not. But yeah, so I bought that, $69.99. Bit high for what it is, but I love the Persona series, so I hear that's pretty cool. I do want Persona 5, but I ain't got PS4, even though I have got some PS4 games. I could get the PS3 version, but it's like 45 quid. I've not seen it anywhere cheaper. I don't know how many copies they made, because you think they'd just keep making it, because it sold really well, so you just think they'd keep pumping them out, but clearly not. Clearly not. So, yeah. So while I was on there, they do like a deal of the week thing. I think it's deal of the week, where they drop a game, and they're always pretty good, well priced. Anyway, this was the weekly offer. I think this is £14.50, and it's Ultra Despair Girls Danganronpa, is it? And these are really good games. So it's like sort of graphical novels sort of type games. But I thought I'd give it a try for £14.50. And I didn't know, for some reason I had it in my head that if you spend 20 quid you get free postage. But I obviously got confused. I think that was Amazon which do that. So I was just like, added that, and it was like £5 postage. And I was just like, ugh. You'd think they'd do, like, spend so much, get free postage, but they don't. So yeah. So, looking forward to give them a try. And that is everything I've got. So, Retro Games Fair. Was it any good? Don't know. It was, it was alright. Not sure. I'll probably that's it for the year for me, for them. It'll probably be next year when I do one. And I'll have 2 tables, because you need 2 tables. Let me know if you went. Let me know what you got, and just let me know what you thought of the whole event. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.